Howdy students, today we'll be talking about the 4 regions of Texas and I'll be making a video about them. So let's go! Alright you guys, so I made this at my house. The first region is the coastal plains, which is where we live in. Then we have the central plains, Great Plains, mountains, and basins. So these are the 4 regions of Texas we'll be talking about today, and I'll be going into detail in just one sec. Howdy you guys. So like I was saying, we're going to talk about the regions of Texas. Texas is made up of 4 physical regions, as I showed you on the map. The coastal plains, which is where we live, central plains, the Great Plains, and mountains and basins, which is pretty much like a desert. So each of the 4 regions is unique. We have the coastal plains, which is way more humid. There's a lot of rain. The central plains is a little more, it's definitely way more colder than it is here, as well as the Great Plains. Like Lubbock is up there, Midland, big on oil and gas, big on like the cold, especially like during the winter. If you've ever been up there, it's like snows and stuff. And then we have the mountains and basin range, which is where El Paso is. It's big with desert and stuff. So first we're going to talk about the Great Plains. It is mostly flat, grassy, and there's very few trees. It's located on a high plateau. And the Red River, Pecos River, and Brazos River are located in this region. And then it's located in the panhandle of Texas, and it reaches down to south of the Rio Grande. And the Great Plains are like the southern tip of the Great Plains of the United States. Cities in the Great Plains are Abilene, Lubbock, Odessa, Amarillo. Abilene has some pretty good schools, and then Lubbock hosts Texas Tech. I have friends in Amarillo, and they really like it there. Some animals that are found in the Great Plains: prairie dogs, which are really cute. Like they're in the ground and they like dig holes, which is really cute. Hawks, horned owls, rattlesnakes. Ugh, man, scary. Anytime I hear anything like shake while I'm like hiking or like walking, I'm like scared that it's a rattlesnake, because there are some here in Houston as well. Deer, badgers. Some vegetation is cottonwood, sugarberry, coral, honeysuckle. Now we're going to go to the mountains and basin range, pretty much a desert. There's a lot of wide open spaces. Like I said, rugged plateaus and desert mountains. Big Bend National Park is actually there. I have not been yet, but I've always wanted to go hiking there, and it is very beautiful. And it got its name from the Rio Grande along the Texas border, so that's pretty cool. As I said, it's mostly desert. It can be very cold at night and very hot during the day. It is home to the only mountains in Texas. It's found in the westernmost part of Texas, from the New Mexico border in the north to the Rio Grande in the south. So it's pretty much at the edge of the state. So that's pretty cool about mountains and basins range. Cities in the mountains and basins: El Paso, Big Bend, Marfa. If you've ever seen that picture of like Marfa, Texas, there's like a Prada store there, which is really cool. I've actually wanted to go there for so long, but I've never been. But it's really beautiful. And then Alpine. Animals found here: mountain lions. Oh my gosh, roadrunners, which are like, I don't know if y'all saw that cartoon when we were younger. There's like a roadrunner. It's pretty funny. Antelopes, lizards, javelina, and then vegetation, yucca, prickly pear cactus, which makes sense because it's pretty much a desert. And then we have the Central Plains region. It's home to the Texas Hill Country. It is beautiful. It is a great place to go hiking. It is amazing. The Hill Country was once considered a holy place by the Native Americans that lived there. It's made up of gently rolling hills. Many springs are found in the Central Plains. Great time to go, like if you're like during the summer, if you ever want to go with your family. There's a lot of like beautiful springs you can go to. Aquifers, underground water collections are found in the Central Plains. All right, you guys, this is part 1, and tomorrow we will continue talking about Central Plains and talk about our last region, which is the Coastal Plains, aka where we live. Beyonce's from here, she's from Houston, and we're from Houston, or some of us live in Houston. We all live in Houston, so we are in Houston. But yeah, can't wait to tell you guys about it all tomorrow, so stay tuned.